Hi guys and welcome to the channel. We are at Sedona Airport, Arizona. Uh, Here behind the plane you can see the amazing Maze Grill, which is located just inside Sedona Airport. I've been there with my wife last summer. It was beautiful. We had a delicious meal. It is a perfect restaurant to look at the airport. As you can see, it has got a straight view uh, towards the runway here at Sedona Airport. It is really beautiful. You can see all the takeoffs and landings just a few meters far from the runway. So we are now with the CJ4 in the Microsoft Flight Simulator, which it is a brand new addition to the last aircraft and avionics update 1, which has been recently released. And one of the most important addition was the new avionics for this Cessna CJ4, which has been improved very much over the default plane. The mod, it's not a mod. It's the default aircraft now. The guys of Working Title that made this possible made their existing mod inside the default plane. Everything is stock. It is default plane. Let's go into the cockpit. Graphical wise, it has not been changed, but the avionics has been overhauled at a high degree of level. Now this plane can be considered as very close to a study level aircraft. There is a downside aspect of this. If you already know the working title mod for the CJ4, they had to took away all the third-party API connections, such as SimBrief connection, such as Navigraph charts, because of the fact that now it is stock, it is default Microsoft Flight Simulator. They couldn't leave those API with third parties, so they had to take them out. Okay, let's prepare a flight, a very a short flight from Sedona to Los Angeles International. So very briefly, we can turn battery on. We turn the avionics in dispatch mode, such as to save energy from the battery, because here there's no GPS card available for the external power, so we can do with our battery. So doing dispatch will save much of the energy. Emergency armed. So we cannot import the flight plan from SimBrief no more. So we have to insert manually, but it's not a problem. Pause init, set pause init, flight plan, origin, Sedona, Kilo, Sierra, Echo, Zulu, to Los Angeles International. Execute. As usually, I use SkyVector for flight plan purposes in the United States. Sedona to Los Angeles is 1 hour trip. We have this plan. It is a real-world route, so Drake, VR, then Juliet 231, Happy, then Gable, then Hollywood 1 arrival to Los Angeles. So Drake, next page, and then there is Juliet 231. Hippie. Direct cable. Sorry, not direct, it's waypoint. And then AAU1. So execute departure, arrival. What the weather will be like in Los Angeles. Let's check the matter here in Sky Vector. Now it is 90 degrees 3 knots. So it's likely to be runway 07. So as a guess, we will set runway 07 right. The star will be Hollywood 1, that one. Transition gable, and then the final we keep vectors to final. Execute perf init takeoff perf init. Cruise altitude is going to be, this is very light aircraft, so we will put flight level 400. And as for the passenger, we are 2 people. Okay, sensed fuel 2,900 pounds, and 04 weight 10,200. Okay, execute takeoff. Takeoff. Let's see for a moment the QNH. So we turn on Avionics for a while, and we have it is still standard. Let's check the weather here in a real-time matter. Sedona, it is 3013. So get back to dispatch mode. 3013. So wind, I forgot to look at the wind. So weather again, matter. It is. Oh, it did change. Now QNH is 3029 and auto 0 knots clear. But this date is completely off compared to real world. Real world is 051055 Zulu auto 2005 knots. Never mind. Never mind. Anyway, we have to deal with this real world, not real world, but flight simulator weather. So with this wind, we will choose a runway 21, which is the most clear of obstacles here at Sedona. So let's change the QNH 3029. 3029. And temperature 1 degree Celsius. Wind 0/0. Runway slope. Yes, we have Sedona. Let's have a look at a chart. Runway 03 has got a 1.8% up, so 21 is 1% down. So if we set minus, no. First of all, we have to select the runway. So departure will be 21. Otis 1, it is the only one SID, Otis 1, which is made to, yes, it's for the obstacles avoidance, this one, and we do select it, execute. Then let's get back to perform perf init, takeoff, runway 21. Let's see if it's minus 1.8, down 1.8%. Dry condition. Next page, we can send the reference speeds. Complete. 303 structural limits. Perf init again. Vertical navigation setup. Target speed 240. Transition 180. Next page. Cruise 300.74 Mach. Flight level 400. 303. Descent 240. 180. Vertical path angle 3 degrees for the calculation of the vertical path. Perf init. So we are done. Legs. Let's check the flight plan. I would say we can turn our avionics on and let the system to align. As you can see, the avionics has been completely reworked and overhauled. And look at the fonts. The fonts are pretty much spot on with the real aircraft. Very nice, very readable. And as I said before, this can be considered as a study level aircraft now in this state. So aligning system. Okay. 319er is changed again. Oh my gosh, this matter in flight simulator. Matter now is back again to the 1st of February. That completely nuts. 12 gusting 19. I should change the runway. Well, okay, let's keep this one, and I don't want to change this anymore. Let's keep 21. Even if the matter is going nuts, it's going crazy. So we can already light up one engine. So navigation lights, beacon, belt and safety instruction, and we tell those guys that we'll be starting up one engine. So engine number 2, cage, run and start. Park and brake are on. Let's see if the ATC automated weather. Let's see if it's working. Wind 6 at 5. It's different. Temperature 4 degrees. Dew point 10. Altimeter 1319. Let's trust this matter. Perf init. Takeoff 4 degrees. 3019. Pressure altitude 4,560 feet and wind is 5-6. It is wind 6 at 5. 6 at 5. Okay, 21 down 1.8. Let's hope for the better, because here the runway is not so long. Okay, and there's many obstacles. Those beautiful mountains are very close to. Yeah, because Sedona Airport is on top of a hill, and the view is beautiful. We can have a look at the outside view. You see that this hill and the city below, and all around those beautiful mountains. I loved it when I was there last summer. Okay. Okay, let's start engine number 2. Taxi lights coming on. Let's prepare the MCP yaw damper on. Initial altitude will be 200. We start with the navigation mode. Okay, navigation L, ladder navigation 1 armed, and pitch mode. Then we will switch in flight change at the speed we are at the initial climb. Flight director is on. Let's light up the standby display. Okay. Pitot static it on. Parking brake on, and we can taxi. Parking brake off. Excuse me, man. Sorry for that. We either can do a backtrack or no, we use the internal taxiway. Okay, the taxiing in Microsoft Flight Simulator, for me, in my opinion, is absolutely horrible compared to X-Plane 12, for example, because it feels like being in an ice field. You have absolutely no control of the steering wheel. This is a personal opinion, but many people say the same. X-Plane is better for the taxi. The fly model of this plane with this modification has been improved a lot over the default one, and in my opinion, there's no such a difference, a big difference compared to X-Plane. But yeah, you know, I'm not a pilot, so I cannot judge this. But I feel like this plane is very well made with this AAU1 avionics aircraft and avionics update. Okay, so let's line up runway 21, strobe lights and landing lights on. You see the runway slope as per charts. Beautiful view of Sedona Airport. Great. Let's show the yoke. We have no warnings in the panel. Yeah, transponder is like here, TA array, and okay, this is a VFR code. Let's put something else. Great. And power set, takeoff power. Let's go. B1 rotate. Whoa, positive rate of climb, gear up. Climb power. Autopilot 1 engaged. Flight change, mode, speed 142 knots. Navigation, ladder navigation engaged. Been following the magenta line on the departure, which is Otis 1 from runway 21 Sedona. Beautiful, beautiful. $10,000 feet, check. Landing lights off, seat belts off. Let's close the guard. Well, my big mistake, we took off with flaps 0. So that's why the plane did the strange movement, the swinging, the initial swinging was due for the flap missing. Okay, in real life, I don't know if we will be able to take off anyway. I felt that there was something strange. So, okay, flaps already up. Let's set the bug up to 250. But as you can see, we are already cleared of obstacles, so we can make direct to a Drake. So direct to, it is simply this Drake execute. Let's clear this discontinuity. And let's keep this one because here we have a vector to the final runway at Los Angeles. Standard barrow set. It is blinking until 18,000, and as you can see, that the functionality of this FMC is pretty much complete, because the direct to page has got maybe LAX. I was looking for the direct to intercept or direct to a radio. Direct to, if we select, for example, Hippie, which is the next waypoint. Okay, before the execute, we have got the interception course. That is the functionality that was missing in the previous working tile mod, and it allows you to select an intercept course, so it is active now, so very good. So pretty much everything is simulated. Cancel. And the hold page was already complete in the WT mod. Now it is also in this default plane. So if you go to index, there is the hold page, and this is a published hold already present in our flight plan, which likely to be the missed approach holding procedure, but we can select a new hold with any waypoint, so you can choose whatever waypoint here. Wait. We have no auto throttle. Let's put in the cruise power. Let's climb to our final 400. Flat change mode and climb thrusts. Right. So you can choose whatever waypoint here. For example, if it was Drake, and you have the complete control of all the parameters, FAA or ICAO, quadrant, inbound, course, direction, left turn, right turn, leg time. I don't know if the speed, the maximum speed is modifiable. Anyway, everything can be changed. Cancel. So to me this is a very nice add-on. Correction, it's not more an add-on, it's a very nice addition with the Avionics Update 1. Remember that besides this plane, also the longitude, Cessna longitude, have been overhauled with the G3000 Garmin system, but it is only for the premium deluxe version of Flight Simulator. And also all the Garmin's, the G 530, 430 have been deeply improved and overhauled with this Avionics update. So do check it out if you have Microsoft Flight Simulator. And you know, those systems have been made very accurate by the guys of Working Tile. So I won't bother you anymore with this flight because I won't keep you until Los Angeles International. Let's stop the video here just to show you this plane, which in my opinion is worth to try. And compared to for example X-Plane 12 Citation 10, I have to say that this seems to be a little more accurate system wise. I cannot tell about the flight mode, but it looks like that this plane has been improved also for the flight model. So do check it if you have it, because it's worth do it, in my opinion. Okay guys, thank you again for watching. Stay safe, good landings, and see you next time. Bye bye.